Florida officials spray insecticide to kill mosquito larvae, as they also try to salvage their tourism industry from the ravages of the disease, Diane Hodges reports. The Federal Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has given final approval to a plan of biotech firm Oxitec to release a bunch of genetically modified mosquitoes with the aim to kill off the female population carrying the Zika virus. Aedes aegypti, also known as the yellow fever mosquito, is believed to be primarily responsible for the transmission of Zika, a virus which in humans causes children to be born with abnormally small heads and suffer from developmental problems. The company's plan is to release a scourge of non-biting male Aedes aegypti mosquitoes to mate with the problematic females. Increased copulation may sound counterproductive, however the Oxitec version of the mosquito will have synthetic DNA designed to produce offspring that die outside a lab, thus dramatically reducing the Aedes aegypti population. After considering the proposal, the FDA backed the idea to release the modified insects in an island neighborhood just north of Key West, declaring it would not significantly affect the environment. Oxitec Chief Executive Haddon Perry expressed his excitement over the weekend about the FDA's decision. "We're really pleased," he said. "Aedes aegypti is public enemy number one. It is exclusively a human vector. It lives in and around the home. If you go into the center of town, that's where it is." In a conference call with reporters, Mr. Perry said the approval of the field trial should lead to discussions about fast-tracking releases elsewhere during a public health crisis. The pathways that enable emergency use should be looked at because the crisis is here and now. And it would be an awful shame if we looked back in 2 or 3 years and say, "Why didn't we do this?" he said. On Thursday in the U.S., Florida officials said the species of mosquito, which also carries other diseases including dengue fever and yellow fever viruses, was responsible for 15 Zika infections in the mainland Miami neighborhood of Wynwood. However, there is one final step before the trial can take place in the island region, and that involves a referendum of the voters in Monroe County. The vote, which won't be legally binding, is scheduled for November and will give locals a chance to voice their support, or lack thereof, for such an initiative. The Florida Keys Mosquito Control District approached Oxitec after a dengue outbreak in Key West ended in 2010. The district wants new ways to eradicate Aedes aegypti mosquitoes, which it considers a significant and expensive threat in the tourism-dependent island chain. Brazil and the Cayman Islands are releasing Oxitec's insects as part of other mosquito control operations. The company, a subsidiary of Maryland-based Intrexon, also has tested the mosquitoes in Panama. In separate projects overseen by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Oxitec has tested genetically modified pink bollworms and diamondback moths to fight agricultural pests in the U.S. Anti-Joe activists have criticized Oxitec for allowing the release of some modified female mosquitoes, which do bite humans. The company has said only a very small number of females are released, and no humans have reported any health problems from their bites. From swine flu to SARS, yellow fever to HIV, the number of dangerous viruses is increasing at an alarming rate, so find out the truth about nature's greatest terror weapon.